Well, joining me now is Richard Partington. He's investment banking reporter at the Financial Times. Richard, first of all, Poundland, will it be floating for £1 a share, do you think?
It could be much more than that, it seems. It's going for quite a valuation. About 700 to 800 million pounds is a very strong valuation for a company of this type, which has grown rapidly in the past few years.
Well, joking aside, I mean, this has been a long-awaited flotation, hasn't it? Have the owners just been waiting for the market conditions to be ripe to get this float away, or has it taken this amount of time for the business to reach? Is it at its peak now, is what I'm getting at?
From what I understand, the owners have been preparing for this sort of timescale for quite some time. It comes at a convenient moment, though, when the markets are really very much up in the UK. The company has obviously performed quite well in recent years, expanded quite a lot, and it's been under private equity ownership since about 2010. During that time, it's grown its numbers of stores and its revenues. It's owned by Warburg Pincus, the US private equity firm.
Now, you say markets are really ripe for this this big bandwagon of IPOs going on, but they have softened this quarter. I mean, they were going fantastically at the end of last year. Things have come off the boil. Do you think we're going to see as many flotations?
Certainly those in the city believe so. I mean, the markets have, as you say, come off the boil a little bit in recent weeks. Mainly due to the US Federal Reserve and its rollback of its quantitative easing program. However, they've begun to rebound, and bankers in the city say that there are quite a wealth of companies looking to float on the London Stock Exchange coming up. There are quite a number of other discount retailers, such as Poundland, who are also considering flotations.
Sign of the times of those discount retailers. Now, King, the makers of Candy Crush Saga, they're UK-based business, but they've chosen to list in New York. Why? That's going to be a disappointment for the London Stock Exchange.
It is going to be a disappointment for London. The UK is making concerted efforts to attract its own technology companies. You've got things such as Tech City in London. However, the US is the traditional home of technology companies. You have companies such as Facebook and Twitter listed in the States, and the company perhaps feels that it has a better home with those types of peers on the stock exchange in the US.
OK, let's hope there's no glitches with the flotation of that one. Thank you very much indeed.